What's up, guys? Winter Kills here, just letting you know that right now I'm currently in the next great YouTuber competition, and you can actually go and vote for me if you want to, if you weren't aware. I'll leave a link to the video in the description. You can go there to vote for me if you want. If not, I appreciate your time anyways, and enjoy the rest of the video, guys. What's up, guys? Winter Kills here, and welcome back to a brand new post-commentary duel video. So we got some D2D OCG versus Atlantean Mermail. When I say OCG, because a lot of people get confused when I say OCG build, they're like, he plays Raigeki, they don't have Raigeki in the OCG. For those people, I have this for you. When I say OCG, he is playing a TCG legal build as far as the ban list goes, with the OCG cards that DDD does not have yet, and should have, but do not have. Cards like Lamia, Hexblood, Beowulf, and Copernicus being some of the few. So I just want to go ahead and put that out there before we go any further into the commentary. So if you had any questions, like how is this a OCG build, if he's playing X card or Y card, well, it's not really OCG. I'm just calling it OCG because it is, you know, similar to what the deck would look like in the OCG as far as some of the cards that we don't have in the TCG yet. And if you currently play the TCG build and you don't know what the new cards do, and you're not, informed of what they can do, you're missing out, and the deck is going to be a lot better. And I know some people have issues with his build sometimes, even though he's been playing the deck practically since it came out and pioneering very different builds. Stun-based builds with Vanity's Fiend, Synchro builds with Brilliant Fusion, Xyz builds, which is, I think, one of the current builds he's actually playing in TCG legal now. It just, nothing compares to the OCG build. It's just worth the wait just to play those cards. And I think he's at the point where he's kind of just ready to wait it out and play the cards when they come out, because it's just not worth playing the deck the way it is, because there's only so many ways you can make it good. But it still doesn't really stand up to the top tier decks, as we know. Like, it still loses hard to certain matchups. Of course, you can get those one-of games or matches where you get lucky and you have the right cards you need, because the deck can have some cool plays. But most of the time, that's why we don't see DD topping YCSs and regionals at the moment, as opposed to, if we look in the OCG, that's the case, but it's not over here because of the support they're lacking. CIN first turn, Gaios with Mizuchi, Dweller, and a Clearwing. Pretty good first turn field. Clearwing only able to protect himself though at the moment. 1 for 1, or not 1 for 1, Where Art Thou being negated by the Mizuchi. So we'll lose out on a free search there, but it won't matter too much so long as his Allure of Darkness gets off. And that card right there, the Dark Contract with the gate, and a free DD search. Normally, you'd use that face up continuous later on for your Lamia to get that on the field to make more synchro plays. But unfortunately, we do not have Lamia yet to work with, as we've already went over. But it's going to be pretty difficult to get around this first turn field. He's going to banish Orthros, another OCG card, which we do not have yet. It's going to be pretty hard to get around the Dweller, which I'm kind of waiting on using. Gaios is going to be a bit of a problem, but he does have cards like Abyss Ragnarok to kind of wall up with. We definitely can out it. See him go Swirl Slime and Lamia. I'm going to go Dweller on that summon because I don't want him to Swirl Slime, and I don't want him to Lamia. So that's going to shut down most graveyard effects at the moment. Now he does have a level 7 Synchro and one level 7. In particular, that's pretty good, is Moonlight Rose Dragon, and I don't think that card gets nearly enough recognition as it should, because it's a great level 7 Synchro. I know Blue Eyes plays it, but on its own, and any deck that can play it, it's just a good card. So he's going to go for Michael Arc Lightsworn. Of course, Gaios does have the negation power. More like opting to change, it looks like. Gonna go for Clearwing instead. Still cannot attack. End phase, I'm gonna go Sphere into Turge. Discard for cost off the Turge. did his face-up contract. And we've got Clear Wing, we've got Gaios, we've got Dweller with no materials, so we lose our attack boost. Gaios, the only thing that can attack, and Dweller. So swing over for 317, total of 2,000 damage. I guess in the end I kind of did him a favor by popping the continuous, but it really wouldn't have known the effect of that because he did draw into another one, so it doesn't really matter in the end. It's kind of more optimal, but obviously wasn't planned to be that way. See a Copernicus in hand, so that's going to act as a Foolish Burial on someone. I'm not going to negate that because I feel like I have bigger cards to negate. They're going to be more problematic, and I'm just saving the negation because it is a one-time thing. You can only negate what's currently on your opponent's side of the field, so you got to be careful and strategic when you can do that. And it's lucky he got to survive that last turn because now that my Dweller's on materials, he can pretty much do a whole lot with that graveyard. Necro Slime, Swirl Slime, which he just used to summon Thomas, and the Lamia Engrave. Thomas's effect: destroy a DD card, or I think any card on your field, especially I'm a level 8 DDD monster, so it's a free rank 8, pretty powerful. Allows you to go into number 38 in Falgran and Ghost Knight in the Underworld. But I'm going to negate it. So the negation has been baited out. I don't want him to go into a number 38 because it's going to give him a lot of advantage, or a Falgran to counter negate my negation. But he still will have to worry about the fact that he cannot have his level 5 or higher attack, which is going to be kind of problematic. But if you can get Ragnarok on the field somehow, or anything that'll clear that Gaios, it's going to be pretty easy matchup from this point on. See, banish Necro Slime and Genghis for what looks to be another copy of Genghis. He's going to summon Lamia off that and use Gale Alexander to synchro with Lamia for Crystal Wing, and then we'll see another synchro here of Moonlight Rose. We'll see Moonlight Rose get to use its ability to bounce Gaios back when it is special summon, or when your opponent special summons a card, and I'm going to use Clear Wing to negate it, but he'll negate that in response with Crystal Wing, so either way, he's getting over it, and he's absorbing that 2,500 attack of, you know, from the Clear Wing he destroyed with his Crystal Wing. So swinging for, I think, 2,455, a lot of damage. Of course, Copernicus with 0 attack. Me drawing an Instant Fusion, not very helpful with a limited amount of life points. And we're going to go game 2. Kind of a equal, fair game 1. We saw an explosive field on my side. He was able to play through it smart, strategically, which ended up getting the victory there in game 1. See Dark Contract and an Allure of Darkness. And a Fusion Summon to start things off, so it's looking pretty good. Get a Dark on board. Glow Up Bulb to set up a level 8 Synchro. Go for Hexblood. Then go for Genghis and Glow Up Bulb for a Clear Wing. Gonna pass over to me. Pretty decent turn. Now, as far as the Hexblood goes, I don't know if he could have made the Hexblood, because I'm pretty sure you need a DD tuner. Although I think that's Gale Alexander, so that might have been fine. I think you need one DD non-tuner, so I might be mixing things up here. Either way, it's going to get Gamma Sealed, and my Moray of Greed will be able to resolve. So I'll get to draw 3. It drew into 1-for-1 and a Megalo, so it's pretty good. And I've got Magical Springs, a side deck card I was testing, because, you know, they can get a lot of face-up spell and trap cards on the side of the field, a lot of continuous, sometimes leaving Ragnarok in the Pendulum Zone, so I figured why not take a chance to get some extra draws. Navtabis sending Dragoons and Infantry, and adding a copy of Infantry and Dragoons. Since I drew into that Megalo off the Moray, discarding Infantry and another copy of Dragoons, getting my second Dragoon search this turn. Gonna target Crystal Wing with the effect of Infantry. He's gonna negate it, because when a level 5 or higher monster would be targeted, can negate that. And he's gonna Valor the Diva. Power Plate gone right out the window. My only option at this point is either to make a synchro with Tatsunoko, which I don't think I have any in my hand to do so. I think I just have Sphere and Magical Springs. I go into Leo here. He usually has a tough time outing Leo. So I figure it's a safe bet. It's not as good as I was hoping it would be. But it's going to have to work for now. He still has a pretty good graveyard. Glow Ball, which I'm pretty sure he exhausted the effect already. Going right into Ragnarok and Hexblood, bringing that right back out for free practically. And since I was not able to get rid of the Gamma Seal, he's going to be able to have the option to make a rank 8 with that. So I don't know what would have been better to get rid of in the end, whether it would have been the Clear Wing or the Gamma Seal. I don't think it really would have mattered too much, because he doesn't need to make a rank 8 right now. But again, yeah, no, I saw that card and immediately no, he does not need to make a rank 8 whatsoever because of Swamp King, because he does have the option to do fusion for Wave Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok, which is the, I think, 3,500. It has more attack than Leo, and that's all that matters. And if I were to summon another monster during my next turn, and I do have a sphere, so that is definitely a huge possibility in the end phase. If he doesn't negate it with Hexblood, which is already putting him in a good position, he can fusion for that guy, which he'll, I think, opt to fusion for Dark this turn and then go to synchro with the Valor for Stardust Spark. Now I can start picking away at his field, but Stardust Spark is going to make that a little more difficult to do. I go to swing over the Hexblood because I'm trying to get rid of it, because I have the Magical Spring set and I'm trying to get some draws. That would be 2 draws and 1 discard for the face-up Magical Springs that I would control, so that'd be better than nothing. But he's going to get the contract off regardless. No way I can get rid of that card. Going to Crystal Wing. And I guess he could out it with Crystal Wing as well. Be able to gain 3,100 during the battle phase. Pumping him up to 6,100. Swinging for 28, 22, and 25 respectively. And that's going to be game over. Wanted to use the Magical Springs, just didn't get the opportunity to do so. So yeah, I'm going to lose that game 2-0. See, with the power of DDD with the OCG cards such as Lamia, Hexblood, very, very powerful. Able to take down Mermail, no problem. As well as, I mean, when I used to play him with Monarchs, I would just lose outright 2-0 after 2-0 just because the deck has play after play to make. And if you stop one thing, they can keep going another route with a different play. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the commentary and the footage. As always, Winter Kills signing out. We'll see you in the next one.